Okay, so today we're going to be making a game where you win by crashing the game. And for those of you who don't know what crashing a game is, it's whenever you have a game and you do something stupid in it and the game dies. But first things first, I opened up the new project and I did what any good programmer does. Recycled all the code from a different project. And it's definitely me recycling and not me being lazy. But in all seriousness, I only recycled a few scripts from the project. Next, I made a player and named it Player. I know, I'm a genius. So now I want to add my first feature, which will be a spawner. So I created a spawner game object and then I tried using it and it would not work. So I went into the script and I did something unthinkable. I tidied up the code. I know, crazy. But now, as you can see, it works. But this game is far from built, so I thought I should do some serious testing. And no, I was not doing that to mess around and waste a bunch of time. Not at all. Why would you possibly think that? Okay, so I added this handy dandy little box that you can type in how many spawnables, which is the tiny balls, you want to spawn in. And it turns out it is actually quite useful. Just take it from my friend Daniel here.
Okay, what's the point of that?
The point is that you can spawn in as many spawnables as you want. So I wanted to make it to where you can plop plop. So I borrowed some more code and absolutely destroyed it trying to figure out how it worked. And I eventually got it to work. So now you can click anywhere on the screen and spawn some spawners. So now I added it to where you can zoom the camera in and out now by pressing Q and E, and I also made it to where you can see the max amount of spawnables each spawner can spawn. So I don't know about you, but I like explosions. So I made it to where the spawner spawns explosive containers that go boom. Next, I wanted to make it so things go boom even more, so I added explosive barrels. Then I started working on the projectile system, but when I was making it to where the player would face your mouse, I had some interesting results. Okay, so when I tried to make a gun that could shoot, it would not work, so... And now, as you can see, I got the gun working thanks to Bracky's tutorial. So I added more guns and a way to switch in between the guns. So here they are. Number 1, the baby gun. It shoots normal bullets and it's for babies. Number 2, the missile launcher. If you like explosions, this gun is for you. And last, but not least, the laser gun. This gun goes
pew pew.
Oh yeah. And I added it to where you can spawn explosive barrels. Okay, so now I wanted to make the game look pretty, so I updated the graphics just a little bit, and also added props that you can move around. And when I was setting up the tile set, I thought that I had to go to each tile and manually make a collider for it, but it turns out I was being dumb and all I had to do was go to the tile map and add a tile map collider. And I totally did not waste like 30 minutes of my time manually putting colliders on different tiles. Definitely not. Next I made it so that the movable objects could go boom. Then I added a UI menu to the spawners so that you can spawn zomboids, cause zomboids are cool. And you may be asking now, how did you make the zomboids? And my answer is, I've successfully made an apocalypse game. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, I made the map. Then I fixed the bug that has really been bothering me, and that bug was whenever you put the mouse at the center of the screen, the game would have a seizure. Oh, now I have to do what I've been looking forward to this whole time, and that is the save system. Yay! So how the save system works is you have a certain amount of time to complete the level, and to win you have to hit a certain amount of stress, and if you fail you have to restart the level. So now I started to work on the game over screen, and I thought it would be cool if I had it show a TV standby screen with a buzzing sound. And I thought I would do that to show the player that you crashed the game. I was gonna make it to where you literally crash the game, but I thought that would get really annoying having to start that over and over, so I didn't. Then I made a tutorial level, and by tutorial level I mean a bunch of text in the middle of the road telling the player what to do. Then I made a very simple main menu where you can select which level you want to do, and yeah, I also named it Crash It. I know it's a very creative name, so now I fixed a few bugs and then fixed up the tutorial a little bit, and I had a flashback to 2 minutes and 25 seconds in this video. Okay, so I added this handy dandy little box that you can type in how many spawnables, which is the tiny balls, you want to spawn in. And it turns out it is actually quite useful. Just take it from my friend Daniel here.
Okay, what's the point of that?
And you know, I completely agree with Daniel here. So I proceeded to downgrade my game, not that was good anyway, and now there is no more text box because I thought that'd be very confusing for a newer player. So there's a tutorial level and a sandbox level, and then there's 4 levels after that, which are the main game, and then there's a 5th level, which I have named Hell, because it is extremely hard and you have to get it done in an extremely short amount of time. And by the way, you can download the game for macOS, Windows, and Linux, and the download is down in the description. And that's it for the game. It was a lot of fun making something with such a weird idea, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope to do more dumb stuff like this. If you want to see more stuff like this and you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. This video took me 2 months to make, so a like would also be appreciated, or just a like. Just like's fine too if you don't want to subscribe. Just, this video took me a while, and whenever you guys like or comment or something like that, it helps me continue to make videos because it is motivation. I have started to make fewer videos because I want them to be as high quality as possible and not crap. So that's why there's been fewer videos on the channel. And also, no, Quest is not dead. I have pretty big plans for it actually, so hopefully I'll be able to work on that somewhat soon, as in this year. So yeah. And one last thing before I disappear for another couple of months. I know some of you guys are wondering if I made this guy in MS Paint, and the answer is yes. Yes, I did. His name is me.